Hey guys, this is your clay project that you would have been doing in class, and I've included a recipe for you guys to make your own clay at home. It just dries on its own. So if you want to just take a screenshot of that, you can make it on your own. So the first step is to just separate it up into two small balls about the size of your fist, and you're going to squish it out and make a slab. A slab is just like a sheet of clay, and you want it to be about as thick as your pinky finger and pretty smooth. You can use any kind of lid, a yogurt lid. Right here I'm using a coffee can lid, and I'm using a chopstick to cut it out and then smooth it out. Now we're going to make the base of it. So you're going to make another slab, smoosh it out pretty smooth, and you want it again about as thick as your finger, and you can just use a toilet paper roll to measure around it and then smooth it and squish it out a little bit. And you want to make sure to write your name on the bottom so you know who made it. And then you're going to get the rest of your clay and you're going to make a coil. A coil is just like a snake, and you're going to roll it out kind of like with a little rolling pin, your hands. And you want it to be about 7 inches long. So I'm using a little tiny ruler here, but you can just guess. Any extra will just cut off later anyways. So what you're going to want to do is called score. So that's making little scratches with a toothpick or a chopstick like this on your clay, and then you're going to use water to kind of glue it together. So here you can see I had a little extra clay. I just pinched that off and I'm going to smush that crack together. Now you're going to put that toilet paper roll on top of your base in the middle so it helps support the clay as you keep going. So I think I did 4 coils, but you guys can make yours as tall as you want at home. And just like before, you're going to make your scratches, which is called scoring, on both pieces of your clay, and then you're going to add your water to glue it together. That's called slipping and scoring because the water is your slip. It's just basically like glue that holds your pieces together. So you're going to smooth it out with your fingers, and then you're going to keep going up as high as you want. Smooth as you go along. Now if your clay starts to crack, you can just add a little bit of water, just like I did just there. Now you're going to score it, both sides, add your water, and squish it out, smooth it out. Now make sure that your name didn't get smushed out while you were working on that, and then you can remove the toilet paper roll and let it dry. Now we're going to make the roof, and you're going to just cut out a triangle. I just used this little piece of paper, but you can also just guess. And then you can use whatever you have around the house to make some patterns. Try using the bottom of your shoe. You never know what kind of patterns you've got on the bottom there. I decided I wanted my roof a little pointier, so I cut out a little more clay on my triangle. Now I scored it and added my water, and I'm smoothing it out my roof. This is going to be the lid of our container. Make sure you write your name there too, because they're going to be 2 different pieces. So there you go. So now you can add whatever kind of little details you want. I'm going to add a door to mine, and we have a little bit of a technical difficulty here where I moved my stuff where you can't see it, but you want to slip and score any little details you make and carefully smush them on, otherwise you're going to mess it up. You can use your toothpick or your chopstick to draw in little details. Here I think I'm going to make a little window, and my clay started to get dry, so I just added a little bit of water to it. So I slipped and scored both sides and smushed it on, and I'm drawing in my window frame. And now I'm going to make a little mushroom and just stick it on. So you guys will get to let these dry on their own and paint them or color them with whatever you have at home. When we get back to school, hopefully we'll be able to do these in the class, so you guys are just getting a little extra practice now, and we're going to use a special paint for clay called glaze. And the picture you see at the end of this video is after it has been fired in my kiln. So the clay I'm using in this video is a special clay that you have to heat up in your oven, in my oven, that gets really, really hot. But you guys can just paint it with any old paint. And ta-da! A cute little container for whatever you want to put in there. I miss you guys. I hope y'all are having a great time at home and staying well. Email me if you have any questions.